Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist, despite what the World Wide Web would have you believe. And today we're going to be taking a look at more Instagram versus reality style pictures, Facetune fails, the usual brands lying to sell their products, but we're also going to be talking about some celebrities who have been accused of surgery, fillers, overly face tuning when they haven't been. And they've clapped back quite aggressively too. And rightfully so. Let's start with something that I'm kind of a bit unsure about. I was sent this a lot in my DMs over on Instagram. And this is an advert for Anastasia Beverly Hills, their new Magic Touch Concealer. Before we get into it, I will be doing my skincare routine. So, hair pads go in. A lot of people ask what these are. They just keep hair out of your head when you're doing your skincare routine. My hair dries super quick, so it always falls into my hair. I'm very aware that these don't look great. I'm not a fashion influencer, you know. I cleansed with the Very Good Light cleanser, and I'm gonna go in with the Hada Labo hyaluronic lotion. This is a super lightweight version of it, so not the thick version of it, just to rehydrate my skin. So the Magic Touch Concealer advert campaign was sent to me for a few reasons. Let's look at this image in particular, again, for a few reasons. One, she's unreal, like her face is just incredible. But this image was called out for supposedly being a fake before and after. A lot of people were saying it's the same image twice and then photoshopped to make it look like the Magic Concealer works miracles. However, when you look at this image properly, it's not the same image. When we layer the after over the before and then change the opacity a bit, you can see that she's straightforward in one, then at a slight angle in the other one, a very subtle difference. You can see hair down one side where they've obviously tied her hair back in a ponytail. You know, you can tell this is a professional model. She's going to be good at just standing in the same place, you know. So this isn't a fake before and after in that sense. However, do I think the after is 100% real? Possibly not, and for a few reasons again. First reason, whilst I couldn't get the highest quality image, it's then hard to tell when you look at finer details. You're trying to see pores, you're trying to see repetition of texture on the face. What I did notice quite obviously is that for some reason the lines in their neck have disappeared, which I don't really think has anything to do with the concealer, which for me is a sign that some retouching has taken place. But also, this is a professional shoot. It's not just the makeup in action here, it's the lighting, it's the camera. There's color correction, and this after is probably a bit too perfect for what I would say is today's standards of what people want to see from a before and after. Needless to say that this has obviously been applied with like a primer and other bits of makeup. A makeup artist has applied this. So I do think there's a little bit of retouching going on, just a bit here and there, because everyone's skin, despite a few blemishes, is kind of really, really nice. So let's go into my essence. This is the Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence by Dr. Circle. Lovely and moisturizing and hydrating. Very calming as well. So next on the chopping block is Beauty Bakery Makeup. I don't know anything about this brand. I've never heard of this brand before I was sent this video and tagged in this video a fair bit. So let's see why whilst I do my essence. Did you see that? Did you? It was hard to miss that, right? Her skin is glitching off her face. Now, this is a makeup brand doing a skincare routine, so usually I'd be like, fine, whatever. At least they're not advertising the effects of their makeup, right? However, if you look at the description of this video, this is the CEO of the brand using products from their up and coming skincare collection yet to be released. Now that's naughty, that's bad, that's very naughty behavior. So here, even though their products aren't on sale yet, if this is the kind of thing they're gonna do once their skincare is launched and use filters to show how the skin looks with their skincare products, therefore suggesting that this is the quality of skin that their products gives you, this is bad. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this brand for when their skincare launches, apparently towards the end of this year or early next year. I've got my eye on you. But do you know what annoys me the most about posts like this and bad filters like this is the nerve that they have to post something like this. This is such an obvious, poorly done filter. It's terrible. It's so shit. What were the right, I say this in every video, but any brand will have a social media marketing team. And brands like this will always blame an intern. Oh, the intern posted it and we weren't aware, they're now fired. There was no fucking intern. There's no intern. What kind of social media team or social media person will look at this video and be like, that's great, let's post that, what an amazing video, let's do it. And that's what annoys me the most, not the most, but a huge part of it is the audacity that these brands have to post this and think we're going to be like, oh my god, that looks great. Very similarly, what the hell is this? Like, come on, let's watch this. I'm going to do my serum, the Propolis Ultralight Ampoule. I love this serum. I've not tried the ultralight version yet, but Propolis, again, just soothing, calming, hydrating, repairing. This is the very, very light version. The other's quite thick and dewy, so I wanted to give this a try. So this is from the Instagram versus reality Reddit forum. So the poster of this video wasn't listed, but from what I gather in the comments, this post is from a makeup artist advertising their services. Again, if this was someone just showing off a look they did, I probably wouldn't have much of an issue other than the absolutely terrible filter again. But this is a makeup artist saying, this is how I can make your skin look. This is a flawless finish I can give you. But luckily, we aren't fucking idiots. And we can see the whole face glitching again and again. Why bother posting this? Who looks at that and thinks, oh, that's fine. Like, that will do. No one will notice the huge, massive glitches under her face. Like, you look at this and you'd be like, oh no, that filter didn't work very well, I won't post it. But no, fine, go ahead and post it, whatever. All right. Let's talk about celebrities clapping back. One thing I'm very aware within pop culture is celebrity fan edits. Now, these are usually pictures of a celebrity that's taken from the paparazzi or red carpet or off their Instagram profiles, edited and then put back out onto the internet and circulated round. What this often means is that the pictures, the everyday normal pictures of celebrities we see, the red carpet pictures, those candid pictures, aren't the original pictures and aren't how the celebrity looks. It's more common than you think. And celebrities are often scrutinized for their looks from these celebrity edits when it's not even the picture that they posted. Let's take Hailey Bieber, for example. This is a before and after picture that pops up all over the internet. Instagram versus reality forums, Facetune fail posts, celebrity before and after profiles on Instagram. If you type in Hailey Bieber, this picture comes up on the first page of results of Google. And a plastic surgeon has even gone over this picture and labeled where he believes she has had surgery and fillers. But there are two things massively wrong with this before and after. Number one, people need to stop comparing a 13-year-old version of a celebrity to a version of themselves in their mid-20s. That's not an okay before and after. So much can change during that period of time. But most importantly, that after picture that you see, the newest picture has been edited, not by Hailey Bieber. This picture was actually edited by the makeup artist that did her makeup on this picture. So whilst not a fan edit, this is a perfect example of a picture of a celebrity that's been face-tuned and then put out into the world like it's a normal picture. So this picture of this celebrity influencer, I'm not 100% sure what she does, to be honest with you. This after doesn't exist, it's not real, yet we have people constantly scrutinizing this after, labeling this picture, having a go at her for having so much surgery on a picture that's not even real. Like, she didn't do this. And she's clapped back a couple times and has basically asked people to stop comparing photoshopped pictures of her, face-tuned pictures of her that she didn't even do or post. But this just goes to show you that even the simplest everyday pictures, those candid pictures that we see of celebrities, aren't real at all. My last serum, this is the Ampoule N Ceramide Shot. I need some ceramides on my skin. My skin barrier needs some help and repairing, and ceramides basically help keep our skin barrier intact when it's been through a fair bit. So let's talk about inclusivity within beauty and cosmetics advertising. You'll notice that pretty much 99.9999% of all the cases I talk about in these videos of before and afters are women. And we already know that is, of course, because there are automatically, the moment they're born, these impossible, super unrealistic, even more so nowadays, super unrealistic beauty standards that is instantly put on women. This has been going on for decades, centuries, and I have a whole video coming up about how long digital retouching photo manipulation has actually been around for. So that'll be up in a week or so. Women, not just celebrities or influencers, cannot win on the internet nowadays. If you're wearing makeup, you're unnatural. If you're not wearing makeup, you need to wear some makeup, or you need to get surgery. If you get fillers, you're fake. Women cannot win. It doesn't matter what status level they are. They just can't win. Someone's always going to have something to say. But luckily, inclusivity and reality is not just a trend nowadays, it's a whole movement. When it comes to models in beauty campaigns, we're seeing so many different body types, tones, textures, walks of life as well. Some brands do it better than others, some brands embrace it a lot better than others, and for some brands it comes more naturally than others. However, Lancome seems to be having a slight issue with what inclusivity and embracing all body types is really about. Let's take a look at this Lancome fragrance advert. I think it was called Idol. It's got Zendaya in it. A lovely advert. You know those weird fragrance adverts where you don't really know what's happening? Something weird is happening for some reason. There's always a lot of wind. All these lovely ladies walking together, holding up their arms for some reason, holding up their fragrance. But what was that? Let's slow that right down. This was taken from Instagram versus Reality Reddit forum again. And someone filmed this on the TV. They managed to catch this. They've taken this lady's arms, this model's arms, whose arms are already very slim and toned, and slimmed them down even further to the point, to be honest with you, on one side where it doesn't look healthy. It's the proper late 90s, early 2000s heroin chic look. That was a huge thing when Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss were, the top supermodels of the time. Not only that, but we can see to the other side that they've tidied up some shadow that shows natural shape and grooves in this lady's body, but they've also removed those back rolls. Perfectly normal thing to have. So many people have them, and I don't understand this thinking anymore. What do Lancome think is going to happen if, I'm someone in the market for a new fragrance? Oh, this Idol fragrance looks good. Hang on, that lady's arm wasn't thin enough, and I can see natural back rolls there. I don't want this fragrance anymore. No one's going to think that. They are so stuck in the past. This whole fashion business that I used to be involved with, that people are just so fake in it, and people are so under pressure to be that kind of very old-fashioned standard of beauty. It's so weird. It's such a weird stance to take. It's a really tough thing to notice when a brand is genuinely inclusive and genuinely cares about the market that they're trying to reach. But let me finish on this one because it's funny. I always like to end on a funny one. So again, the posters over at Instagram versus Reality Reddit forum are so nice. They never call out brands, saving them from humiliation. I, on the other hand, like to call out the brands. So I found this post on that forum, a censored version of it, and I found the uncensored version of it. This is Scosmetics.co, their cruelty-free brand made in Italy. It looks like they currently just do makeup, and this picture here of this bronzed up lady. Someone posted a comment saying, as a conscientious beauty brand, you should advocate for realistic beauty. Please stop airbrushing pictures to a point where the model looks like a doll instead of a human being. The brand then replied saying, hi cutie. We continuously post videos and pics of us and other gorgeous looking people. True. This model, they've tagged her, is gorgeous and she doesn't need any Photoshop. This pic has only some light retouching. That does not affect any major changes. She really looks like a doll. Let me do my moisturizer. This is the Make Succulent Gel Cream Serum Moisturizer. I love this moisturizer. It's one of the best daytime moisturizers for combination oily, dry skin I've ever used. So here's the thing. There is a huge difference between very nice skin and retouched skin, whether that's done professionally in Photoshop or quickly on Facetune. There is so much going on in these pictures, from the fake light in her eyes to the very smooth armpits, lack of tone and texture. This is a lot of work, not only some light retouching. In fact, when we look at the other pictures of this model during this campaign, the level of retouching is incredibly inconsistent, with texture being kept in some shots, with other shots just having random blurs. That being said, this is a professional job. This isn't slight retouching. Quickly, I'm going to go in with the Make. This is a new product. I don't know what it is. Pink Matter Multi Balm. It's just like a balm for lips and cuticles and wherever you're dry. Oh, it's softer than I thought it would be. Just on my lips. Other videos on their profile also uses glitching filters. Like, look at this one. it's that same kind of like white fake highlight that we see in a lot of like makeup artists before and afters. That is it for today's episode of Instagram versus reality. Keep tagging me at James_S_Welsh on TikTok and on Instagram. You know, just tag me and do like the side eyes and I'll know what you're talking about. DM me is usually the best thing as well. If I don't answer your message, I will see you in the requests. Thanks very much. You can watch the rest of the Instagram versus reality series here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you next time.